Welcome back to the Daily Quota. I'm your host, Nicholas Hill, and in today's lesson, you're going to write a value-based sales pitch. Now, the value-based sales pitch brings together everything that we've learned with our prospect through the course of our value-based conversation. So in order to write it, you're going to need to understand the positive business outcomes that your client is trying to achieve, the required capabilities that they're planning to use to get there, and the metrics that they're going to use to measure success. Only by understanding those three things will you have the tools that you need to write this pitch successfully. So if you don't have that conversation finished with your prospect yet, make sure that you're going back, you're having those conversations, you're doing that discovery. Once you have those things complete, you're ready to write a value-based pitch. And it goes a little bit like this. So you would say, what I hear you saying, Mr. or Mrs. Customer, is that these are the positive business outcomes you're trying to achieve. In order to achieve these positive business outcomes, we agree that these are the required capabilities that you're going to need. And you'll probably want to measure these required capabilities using these metrics. Let me now tell you how we do it better than our competition. And don't take my word for it. Here's proof. So that's kind of a templated version of what the value-based pitch would look like. But let's actually go over an example. Let's say that I'm a sales rep. I'm working for Sprout Social. I'm selling my social media suite to a pet food company, Pedigree. Here's what my value-based pitch might look like. What I hear you saying, Mrs. Johnson, is that your team is looking to increase brand engagement, improve customer loyalty, and boost overall social media ROI. In order to achieve this, you're going to need a streamlined social media management platform, advanced analytics to measure engagement, and efficient content scheduling across multiple social media platforms. And we've aligned that you're going to be measuring success by tracking engagement rates, follower growth, customer sentiment, and time saved on social media management tasks. Now, I'd love to tell you how Sprout Social can help. We offer a comprehensive platform that allows you to manage all of your social media accounts from one place. Our advanced analytics tools provide in-depth insights into engagement and performance, while our content scheduling feature ensures your posts are optimized and timely across all platforms. Unlike other social media management tools, Sprout Social integrates seamlessly with all major social platforms, offers customizable analytics dashboards, and provides unparalleled customer support and a user-friendly interface to ensure you get the most out of your features. But don't take my word for it. When we worked with Purina, I pronounced that badly. When we worked with Purina, their team experienced a 40% increase in social media engagement and saved over 10 hours per week on content management. They were able to focus more on creating high-quality content and engaging with their audience, which led to a significant boost in brand loyalty. I believe Sprout Social can help Pedigree achieve similar success. Would you be open to a detailed demo to explore how we can tailor our solution to meet your specific needs? So that is an example of a value-based pitch. I've taken what they're looking to achieve, the required capabilities that they want, and the metrics that they're going to use to measure it, and I've laid all of those out for the customer. Then I pivoted into how Sprout Social could achieve that. I specifically talked about what sets Sprout out from other social media tools, and then I said, but don't take my word for it, and I used a proof point, which was the work we did with Purina. And then I ended with a call to action, which was, would you be willing to see a demonstration? Two things to say about the value-based pitch. One, it's very comprehensive. You cannot write a successful pitch like this without first doing the work with your customer. I cannot stress that enough. If you try to do this without actually speaking to your customer, you will miss the mark and you will look like you don't know their business, which is not what you want. The goal, the alignment that it takes is what makes it the most powerful pitch there is, because the customer hears their own goals in that pitch. It unlocks huge trust. And then the second thing I would say is the pitch is an ongoing narrative. You're not telling the customer your pitch, you're aligning with the customer on your pitch. You should be checking for alignment, understanding every step of the way, continuously iterating as new information comes in. A pitch is meant to start a conversation, not to complete a conversation. So just use that how you will. Now, it's your turn. So for today's assignment, I want you to choose a customer that you've already held a value-based conversation with based on the last few lessons. You already understand their positive business outcomes, required capabilities, and metrics, and go ahead and write out your value-based pitch. Submit it to your manager, mentor, or new hire buddy for feedback before you go put it in front of the customer. But then I would recommend practicing it, recording yourself, pitching it, making sure it sounds genuine, that it sounds like the messaging that you're trying to get across. And then ultimately, you're ready to bring this up with your prospect during your next call. And your study guide will walk you through all of this. And that is it for today's lesson on the Daily Quota. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.